का संदर्भ है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब जल जीवन मिशन प्रारंभ किया था, तब प्रारंभ में ही हम जो है उनका मार्गदर्शन था कि हमको पीने के पानी की गुणवत्ता को पहली प्राथमिकता देनी है, और दूसरा विषय कि जिन क्षेत्रों में गुणवत्ता की चुनौती है उन क्षेत्रों में प्राथमिकता से काम हो, उसके लिए फंड एलोकेशन में उसको वेटेज दिया जाना चाहिए। लेकिन मैं इस बात को स्वीकार करता हूं कि इनका जो राज्य है माननीय सदस्य का, वो मेरे राज्य से एक पायदान ठीक ऊपर है। इनसे नीचे के जो पायदान पर प्रगति की दर है वो मेरे राज्य और आपका राज्य पश्चिम बंगाल ऐसे नीचे से तीसरे और चौथे पायदान पर है। निश्चित ही झारखंड राज्य को काम में गति बढ़ाने की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि अब तक वो बमुश्किल 34% तक पहुंच पाए। लेकिन मैं इतना भरोसे के साथ में कह सकता हूं कि जिस दिन झारखंड राज्य में भी पानी के जेजेएम मिशन पूरा हो जाएगा।
All right, so what you're hearing right now in Lok Sabha, Gajendra Shekhawat, very interesting mix, Rahul, that the Bharatiya Janata Party or the Treasury benches have. Not just where Manipur is concerned, not just where talking about atrocities which the BJP suggests like West Bengal, Lockett Chatterjee, or even where the Delhi Services Bill is concerned, also states which are going into election. Right now, Gajendra Shekhawat, possible CM face for Rajasthan. Of course, in contention with Vasundhara, the BJP not keen on announcing one.
I'm not sure of whether he's a CM face, but yes. See, a debate of the caliber of a no-trust motion which spreads across 3 days is an opportunity for the mover, and in the face of adversity, it's an opportunity for the government. Now, what you make of it? Now, if the opposition moved a no-trust motion with an intent not to bring down this government, but actually to make the Prime Minister speak, and on the issue of Manipur, the jury is out what kind of template they have been able to set. But the government, from the day one, we knew that will use this opportunity to send out a political message. The political message, one, against the opposition and to present its own case. Now, the choice of leaders, definitely, you have a Nirmala Sitharaman tipped that she may move from Rajya Sabha to somewhere down south to contest an election. You have got Jyotiraditya Scindia, Madhya Pradesh elections are going to be around, and the Gwalior-Guna belt is very significant. Gajendra Shekhawat, Rajasthan. So you have a definite, Nishikant Dubey. So there is a definite choice as far as the BJP is making. Now, Gajendra Shekhawat also because of one of the flagship schemes of the government. So if you see Amit Shah's speech, it targeted corruption, it created a political chorus. For the first time I've seen a chorus of this kind, that the speaking minister mentions one template constantly and all the MPs repeat it. Aapko vishwas nahi hoga, hame vishwas, janta ko vishwas hai. That line was, at least I think 16 times it was there. Then you look at the corruption, as Rajdeep said, कि घोटाला किसका हुआ, UP में हुआ. So that was again created a chorus on that. Now, that's what the government's idea is, and that's what the Prime Minister will do. One thing, Rajdeep, I wanted to tell, there is no limit on the Prime Minister speaking because he's replying. So if there are more replies to give, he can actually pick each and every question and speak for 2-3 days. But the fact is, there is no limit on it. One, the Prime Minister is going to send across, I'm told, that if Rahul Gandhi used the Bharat Mata element yesterday and the Ravan element, which I think it has been expunged, but the fact, as I stated earlier also, that Mr.
Ravan is not. Ravan, the commentary on Ravan and linking him to Prime Minister Modi has not been expunged.
No, I know. But the fact is that if that, there have been mention of Ravan and the use that, the fact that opposition India coalition is like a multi-headed Ravan, which needs to be slayed. So that was stated on the floor of the House by Ram Kripal Yadav, the Patliputra BJP MP. The fact is the Prime Minister is going to offer a template to the BJP cadres is certain. And what is going to happen, we have a virtual repeat of 2018 that the Prime Minister is going to target Rahul Gandhi. That's one very strong information which is coming in. And of course, after that, how the NDA government since 2014 has made the difference compared to what the BJP calls. Anyway, I know the people will go berserk on Twitter if I say it. What the BJP calls a misrule.
All right. Also, in the midst of all of this, there's also going to be a demand, Rajdeep, for the resignation of the Manipur Chief Minister. But, you know, we've been a little fixated also, and understandably, because that's where the eyeballs were, maybe on Rahul Gandhi. But where the Treasury benches have been smarter in assimilating their speakers. They've represented a good mix from everywhere, which matters at this point of time where a no-confidence vote is concerned. Do you think the opposition has done justice to that? Lots of erudite speakers, possibly one would have expected to speak, not there. You don't have the likes of Mahua, you don't have the likes of Shashi Tharoor. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, though, today, after being a little embarrassed by the Home Minister yesterday, given a chance.
Well, Mahua Moitra is speaking today. In fact, she
okay.
is going to Parliament. She's already tweeted in Parliament saying, I'm coming in a pink and green sari to make sure that the Sansad TV focuses on me and doesn't focus on the Treasury benches. Look, the Treasury benches in this Parliament have 350 plus versus the other side which has 180, 190, out of which you have the likes of Biju Janata Dal, YSRCP, who have taken their own independent line. So when you look at the India Alliance, which is the principal opposition at the moment, it's about 147, 147, which is not, which is only 1/3 of the size of the Lok Sabha. So clearly their voices will not be heard as loudly as the other side will be. The government has the benefit of ministers also being in a position to speak in a no confidence motion. So the government has a much heavier arsenal.
One advantage the BJP has, that in several states, no other party had a seat.
Sure.
So BJP had states where it swept all the seats, so the opposition will not have a speaker from those states.
Sure, but it's not just that. It's just the fact that you have ministers who can answer on specific issues concerning their ministry. You have an Amit Shah who can have 2 hours to spend to speak not just on political issues but also answer questions on Manipur. The opposition doesn't have that luxury. But look, the opposition knew when they went into a no confidence motion that they had these limitations. I think strategically the opposition should have met and decided what was going to be the common narrative. You see, there needs to be often one narrative which you get the government on. That's been missing. You can't have Mr. T.R. Balu will speak on one issue, Supriya Sule will speak on another, Mahua Moitra will perhaps raise a third question. Either you should have had one, whether it is democracy khatre mein hai, which as opposition leaders claim, whether you claim the country's economy is going down, whether there's a big gap between promise and performance, you needed one common narrative. And Manipur could have been part of that narrative as a failure. Maybe you could have made the narrative failure of double-engine sarkar. That, the whole double-engine sarkar concept doesn't work. All of this needed planning. My fear is the opposition has not planned enough strategically going into a no-confidence motion. They should have met, discussed, and decided. They had that opportunity, and I think they fluffed it.